That is noted then. Okay. Rose, you're saying Alana's just going to study the thingamabob a bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolf is also, of course, going to be tending to the little planty as well. So.
Yeah. Oh no, it's 333.
Yeah, I was just wondering about the extra 148, which is why I put it in there so we know, which he did.
So yeah.
That was how much I have it for, which I find hilarious because after adding the 333, it just rearranged the three numbers I already had.
Oh, you're right. That's weird. Rose, can you give me a linguistics check, please? And Ash, you said you want to do more work on finding people for your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you give me a diplomacy? As I'll
just
have more cards. I need to open up your performance thing. Okay. 17 linguistics. Yeah, why do you have so much silver? Jesus Christ.
Basically, because I've not been converting into gold as I went along, so this is all the silver I've gathered throughout the campaign.
Holy shit. 22 diplomacy and 17 linguistics. Gotcha.
Yeah, Bigby, I don't think I actually know how to pay.
Damn it, how much did the assassin want? Or the stalker guy want to change sides?
Let me look through my notes and see if I actually wrote this down. 300 gold pieces in the favor.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I'm happy.
Yeah, 300 sounds right. I thought it was 200 personally.
It might have been 200. I might have accidentally hit a 3. But 300 also sounds...
Yeah, but keep in mind, like, I clearly didn't write this down in one of my usual areas, and...
Yeah. It'd be like that.
As soon as we split it up, then let's go to 300 then. After we split up our gold, Silas will approach Ash at some point and just drop 30 platinum in a bag by her and say, "Here you are. You are now repaid. Feel free to count it if you wish. I will not leave until you are satisfied."
No, I trust you.
Excellent.
Yeah, I will split up the 3,000, and I will give one portion to guy. I always forget her name.
Ralia?
Yeah.
Girl with phantom.
Correct.
Phantom girl. Do. Okay. She will accept it because she can fucking use money right now.
Yeah, well, there's the mathematics for the 3,000 then.
I mean, no, really, I got money. Ow, what the fuck? That doesn't sound good.
Even more money.
Yay!
I should also know...
I'm up to 1,000 personally.
I should note if there's anything that you want to buy from this between raise rotation. This is technically the last day. Whether or not you have enough money, I don't know.
Nope.
Rose, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a write out of this because it'll probably be more coherent. But your translation of the ritual materials goes kind of well. There are a few main areas that you're missing, but you think you get the general gist of what it is. Basically, it appears that the people who live there managed to figure a ritual that combines the essence of one creature with another. In particular, this integration ritual appears to be about integrating different senses from a creature, typically into like a humanoid of some sort. What you can gather, this is a permanent procedure and has a few risks associated with it. As from some accounts that you read, people got like weird animalistic mutations, though they also managed to get a weird array of senses, apparently most of them magical. Or some of the notes note that someone got like the ability to see into dreams. Other test subjects, I should say, got things like the ability to sense fear or to sense thoughts. As later I will send you, you have unlocked the ritual integration. You can potentially gain a magical sense from a sacrificed creature, integrating it into yourself.
Huh. Okay. That's pretty cool.
However, special thing for this ritual, it has a very high chance of backlash even if you succeed.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. But hey, special eyes, prehensile eyes even.
Stop using that word.
It's an option. It's not an option. Unless you find a creature with it.
Didn't we found something similar to this, didn't we?
You found a book, The Tome of Chains, which you integrate two souls, but that was more a one creature becoming subservient to another.
Okay.
Though there are similarities in how they could potentially be used. Oh, who died? Torin. And Papus. Probably just in there. But yeah, there you go. And probably to wrap up the session, Silas and Aaron are going to the medical ward, yes?
Yep.
Okay then. You can enter the medical ward where, unsurprisingly, it's that same person at the reception desk. Oh, welcome back, Aaron. Hello. Who are you here to see this time?
Greetings. We are here to see the person who was just brought in last night.
Oh, Foam Boy. Okay.
Yeah, Foamy.
His name is Dominique.
Nope, Foamy now.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Okay. Yeah, the headmistress told me you'd be for to see him. Yeah, if you could take a right, take a right, take a left, take a right, take a right, take a left, you'll find them.
Got it.
Excellent. Problem with giving bad directions to very high intelligence characters.
They remember.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even care.
Fucking dark. But you can find a room with Dominic in. And yeah, he's zonked the fuck out.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, reminds me, I had to change his art. Or do I?
He's still void face.
He shouldn't be.
Probably need to get rid of the void face.
Oh no, his text. Okay, no, on his handout he's fine. I just need to change his token when I next do shit. For the amount of times he's ended up here, I really need to make a map for the fucking medical dorm.
Yeah.
But regardless, as you can enter his room, where, yeah, thankfully he's not frothing at the mouth anymore, but he is kind of just lying there, no movement from, very still, except the shallow rising and lowering of his chest. The floor is yours.
Okay.
Aaron walks up, her eyes open, one of the eyes shines a light. Does the pupil dilate?
It does.
Okay, so he's dead. He's good. Not brain death.
Yes, we knew this.
Well, I mean, it's important to check every so often.
Here, allow me to perform a more thorough check as he is going to cast spell-like ability detect thoughts.
Okay then. Big B Romeo will save, please.
Okay, interesting. Just a base will save. Okay.
Yeah, unless you have
There you
anything. Oh, hey, nice.
Nothing that. Well, I probably could have used self-assurance, but it's fine.
You didn't need this, fine. As you cast Detect Thoughts, the reason you're having to make this will save is as you delve into his mind, there's a lot of chafe. There's a lot of information that just doesn't mesh with what you know from the human experience. There are alien parts to his mind that almost seem to resist you, but thankfully you have a bit of previous experience with the minds of creatures not quite human. Pardon me. But you can delve into the core of him. Which I believe this is actually detect thoughts is just surface thoughts, yeah.
It's just surface thoughts. I'm not getting anything deeper. This is more just for determining, is he thinking? Is his mind actually working right now?
He's thinking, why are you shining a light in my eyes? That hurts so much. Please stop shining that light. Turn that damn light off.
My eye is so dry, please. But no, as much as that would be hilarious. There isn't really conscious thought going on in there. It's more like he's in a regular ass dream. Just there's a lot of this mental chafe on top of it.
Yeah.
Perhaps preventing him from waking up, you're not quite sure.
Ah, cool. Also, something else that I forgot Detect Thoughts can do. Hey, what's his int score? Because it tells me that.
Let me open his character sheet. It's high.
4!
He's a wizard.
Currently 4.
18.
Aha! Haha.
I mean, you knew he is a wizard. Of course he's got a fucking higher end.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would have
but
liked
higher
the
rate
response was, oh, thanks for reminding me, you're stunned.
Boom! No, he's not that smart. Oh yeah, I should heal him up.
You'd have to have 28 int.
But it would be hilarious. Scary.
It would be.
Would be a bit silly, yes. Alright, so yes, his mind is there, but it is odd. There's a lot of what I assume is left over from the parasite. Can I tell if this is his mind, in a way? Like, his mind has been changed into including this chaff, or if it's sort of, leftover thoughts from from something else.
Roll me a dungeoneering?
What's that face for?
Well,
Silas in the background. I'm being forced to make a knowledge check, but I'm not trained in.
Silas apparently doesn't care.
Thankfully, yes. In this specific circumstance, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
You have a feeling, at least on some level, this thing was not necessarily as you imagined the brain slug from Baldur's Gate 3, but an actual part of his brain converted into like something like a relay through which he was being controlled. Now that relay is the relay is gone, in a sense. It's more that his mind is taking a while to process that. And
okay.
with it, there's a lot of information overload, just kind of effectively keeping him unconscious because his brain wouldn't be able to handle it if he was awake otherwise.
Right, so Silas will just sort of...
He's a backed up printer, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Silas will say, interesting. Okay, so good news is he is not brain damaged at all.
Oh, that's good.
As far as I can tell. He is
So.
physically there, as Madam Morris stated. What is going on right now is his mind is keeping him unconscious in order to deal with the information that it is now processing alone.
Okay. So essentially, it's trying to comprehend the fact that not half, but a part of his brain has died, and then he's trying to rework the path.
No, not even that.
But you said there was like a relay in there that died.
Yes, that wasn't. It's more like suddenly a river loses one of its tributaries.
So, okay.
It is no longer being fed the water, and so, well, it naturally sort of shrinks a little bit, but it was still left over, like...
Is part of his brain dead or not?
No.
Okay.
No. It is just trying to sort everything out.
Okay. Can you help it along?
Yes, that is what I was about to suggest. Riley and I should be able to, using our own mental prowess, go in and help sort it manually.
Okay.
And not force it all on his brain. Admittedly, he is a very intelligent person. His brain, he would sort this out far quicker than most, I would say. But it would still take a fairly long time based on how just ugly and chaffy it is.
Okay.
Well, here we come to the actual meat of what Silas thinks he can do. Which, yeah, you're not far off the mark. You and Varlea can certainly work to clear the chafe. There is two ways you could do this. You could do this the fast and dirty way, which would involve you using something like hypnotism to essentially seal it away and, maybe deal with it later because you need them right now. Alternatively, you do the proper thing in which Varlea will basically take you and delve into his mind space where you'll attempt to piece it together slowly, which is more just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, Ralia didn't come with you directly here because she's away buying... Now that she has actual money, she's gonna buy some stuff so that she can help her freaking chicks when she has to potentially do hypnotism.
Did she send Entertainer instead?
Oh, no, because Entertainer would fucking die because that's too far of a distance for spiritualists.
Right.
Spiritualists are like baby summoners in the effect that they get like... Their maximum distance is like 60 feet away, give or take. But in return, they get like shit that can hit incorporeal things and do cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
She basically went, I'll catch up with you. I need to buy supplies because this is probably going to be a pain in the ass.
Would it be a bad idea for me to just...
Meanwhile, Prismality can just be like anywhere on the campus doing whatever she wants while Ash is in class.
Yeah, Prismality is basically living her best life. She's like on the other side of campus with like a mimosa.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure she's doing all sorts of crap like playing music with or for people, posing for art while people paint, stuff like that.
Would it be a bad idea if I just sort of... Aaron pulls out the Ion Stone and moves it towards his head, Dominic's head?
I do not think it would actually work, or it would not actually help. Mostly because what the Ion what the Ion Star sort of does is it weakly links the minds of those using it,
Yeah.
sharing emotional information. Riley and I are going to be delving directly in here, so we are going to be doing far, far more. The Ion Star would not be
But
needed in
then
that sense.
would the now this is just me talking because Ash isn't there, but like, wouldn't theoretically the Ion Star be a very good idea because then it increases your connection with them for this venture, and not
Oh.
only that, it allows them to tap into other people's mental resources, if temporarily, as evidenced by people being able to draw on each other's skill checks and will saves?
I don't think so, if only because, like, the Ion Star is like using a cell phone with someone, while what Riley and Silas are going to be doing is literally talking to him in his face type thing. That's what the Ion Star sort of does, because an empathic link isn't nearly as powerful as just us directly delving into his head, and we would already have that by doing it. What we're doing is more it overlaps and supersedes compared to the empathic link of the Ion Star. And sure, the sharing saves thing kind of works, but again, we're directly in his head, so we could do that anyway. Since it's mostly going to be probably will saves. We're going to be able to
DM.
directly force the power of our minds into there.
There is potentially a benefit in giving Dominic the Ion Star in that if he needs to make a will save from you fucking up, he can use Rallia's, which is admittedly very high.
I guess that's technically true.
The main question
Only if
is,
we gave Ralia another of the Ion Star.
Which Silas would be fine with sharing his own for that purpose.
Technically, this is weird because she technically has an ability herself to share her save with another person. So technically, she could give it to Silas, who could give it to Dominic. It's weird.
Or we can give her a star and Dominic a star, and then she can do it twice.
It's the main
Okay.
question of who would you want to give up a star in this case.
I would be fine with giving up a star. My point is that we kind of need to get this guy done now because, frankly, at this current state, he hasn't dispelled all the undead.
Yes, that is very true.
I don't care. I mean, helping him work through it is all nice and all, but you know,
does Silas
let's
have an
do
idea of a rough estimate of the time this would take?
The long way?
Yeah,
Is it week, maybe 2 weeks?
Week, maybe 2.
The main issue is, although Rally can take you in, she can't keep you there forever.
Right, yeah.
You'd be doing this piecemeal bit by bit.
What if I was able to get more people?
If you could find more people with the required spells such as Instigate Psychic Duel, yes.
Alright.
Hold on. The main issue is, I'm pretty sure that's a very high level spell for anyone who isn't. Oh no, it's second level for all of
second
you.
level.
I thought Spiritualists got that early for some reason.
Nope, Silas was going to pick it up next level. Most likely.
Yeah, the main question here is, do you actually... I don't know if you know anyone who has it.
I would expect Dante.
The main issue there is that
or maybe
Psychics
Mullen
get such small spell lists.
It's true.
And he's technically using his things for something he's specialized in. Mullen, does she have it? I don't think she does. No, she's more of a support, but
I presume Silas is teacher.
Yeah, I was
That's
going
true.
to ask. Yeah, my teacher and Madam Moore potentially.
Madam Moore, unfortunately, is a cleric.
Oh, I thought. No, she has oh, right. She has a psychic sensitivity.
You're probably thinking of Steve, who's an actual occultist.
I mean, yes, I was thinking of her too, but
Madam Moore doesn't have anything psychic.
Does she have Instigate Psychic Duel?
No, because she's an occultist. Oh wait, occultists get too. Okay, but she doesn't have the enchantment.
Yeah.
Or illusion. Or no, she does have illusion, but she doesn't have it. I keep forgetting this word is illusion. The short of it is, unfortunately, no. Psychics get the fucking... occult classes get the kind of short stick of no prepared caster.
It's kind of what comes whenever your class is literally you're drawing from your own mind to cast your spells.
And on top of it, I can understand because you don't get fucking armor check penalty for anything, and it's like,
That too. Well, at the very least, I can likely get my professor.
Yeah, that's not really the point, though. 2 weeks is not.
Then perhaps I can also help with. I can recruit more to speed up the actual sorting process.
Dude, let me put it this way: undead. Every hour we wait is potential for bad things happening.
Yes, I realize that, but I really
Okay,
don't want to do the quick and dirty way because
off.
it's not showing off. This is about doing things properly and making sure that his mind doesn't risk that seal failing and his mind being flooded and potentially causing permanent damage. While at yes,
What's more permanent damage? Some guy being, I don't know, slightly debilitated, or a guy getting murdered by zombies? Murder
yes,
is a bit more permanent than
yes, I
I've been
realize
troubled.
that. Yes, I realize that, which is why I'm considering doing the quick method.
I know. I mean,
And
this is me
however,
persuading
if
you.
you're not persuading me, you are very much just saying, "Dummy, do this."
Please, dummy, do this. It's not. It's a lot safer for everybody involved, dummy.
If I
I'll
do,
leave
I'm
you
still
alone
going to
now.
be recruiting people like Mullen and stuff to help with this because
Oh, you couldn't even recruit
Yes.
me if you wanted to, if you do it the quick and dirty way. Don't know how I could help, but I would be willing to go into the depths of this man's terrible, terrible
you would
mind
not.
if you just solve it now.
Yes, you would not want to.
I don't know why, but it's the offer is there. If
And as
Yeah.
much as you say solve it now, I cannot because Ralia isn't here.
I
So,
can go get her.
Yes.
well, you
No,
say
we are
that.
going to get her in a moment.
It's
And,
probably
and while we
wait,
wait for her,
I hear something.
yeah,
I peek out the door. Hey, Ralia.
as yeah. Plot convenience. Relia comes in carrying a bunch of like pocket watches, crystals, and shit. He goes, "Okay, I think I'm ready."
all right. Well, I have been diving into his psyche,
Mhm.
and Silas will info dump on the. And this is more psychically oriented because Ralia can understand that. He went physical with her. So yes, that is where we're at.
Nods.
And a question: would I know that if we do the seal, could we sort of still do the long-term thing?
Oh yeah, the
Afterwards?
main thing
Good.
about the seal is basically you're shoving this to the side to go like, oh, we're going to solve this at a later date when we're not in a rush.
Right,
It's
we're
just that
shoving it in
potentially, should you roll really badly, bad stuff could happen. If you leave it alone for too long, bad stuff can happen.
Okay, that's what I thought. In that case, yeah, Silas will. Yes, okay.
You're slapping a band-aid on it.
Yes, we can seal it away for now, and then once we have solved the undead roaming the countryside issue, then we will properly fix this. Now, if you do not mind, I will also be sending for some assistance of my own.
You want some drugs?
Silas will send June off to find Mullen, and also ask her if she would bring other people that might be good, like that she thinks would be good in helping this sort of thing. Yay, memory transferring.
Yeah, thankfully you don't have to wait very long for Mullen to show up, considering she fucking works there. As probably 5. Well, yeah, I guess you spend some time discussing with Ralia what you think is the best kind of course of action. Oh, who would die? Oh, it's torn again. Rest in peace, PC. But yes. Where 5-10 minutes later, Mullen shows up, kind of opens the door and goes, "Okay, what?"
Yes, we have another mind fix.
Silas, you need to stop breaking people and then bringing them here.
I am not. I'm finding the broken people myself. I'm just getting
We'll
very
see.
unlucky in finding them. Or lucky, depending on whose perspective you're looking at.
I suppose that's true. Is he? I guess he's not foaming at the mouth anymore.
No, he's not. He's just sorting through a very large amount of mental chaff.
Okay. Info dump, I assume.
No, he info dumped through curiosity.
Oh, right, you're just doing the quick and easy route. Okay. In which case, since you're actually relying on people who you know, Mullen brings up something slightly useful. Okay, he's asleep, yeah?
Yes, he is.
Okay. In which case, Dante might. Nah, I don't need to ask him, it's fine. Okay. Wait, did Dante tell you what his infomorph was?
No, I have not had the pleasure, actually.
Oh, okay, give me a second.
And I do not
As
see him.
Mullen draws upon a piece of magic, bringing out a piece of something you recognize. It's the same sort of amulet you wear to enter visit shared dream space. As she pulls out a thread from the amulet, and resolving from it is a strange little lamb creature. Okay, Dante, I don't think ever explained, but his infomorph is Soper.
Oh.
That's the reason we can all, dream together.
Makes perfect sense.
As the
Of
little
course.
sheep infomorph kind of walks up to Erin and like nuzzles against her, looking for pets.
This is weird. I give it pets.
It's pretty much made of clouds, weirdly enough.
And this is why infomorphs are not inherently evil. They can take many, many forms.
I never said they're inherently evil. I'm saying the one you have is inherently evil.
Except she is not.
Fucking
Never has
bane
been.
of existence.
Oh, Jin's not
Satan
that bad.
incarnate. Oh, she is the worst.
She's just had a hard time of it.
Yes, and I'm certain you've spoken with her a little bit. But yes. Huh. Good, interesting. This shall aid heavily.
Now, what Soper can do is, well, he knows Dominic exists now, so if you go to sleep, you should be able to just kind of go whoop into his brain.
Excellent.
The only thing is, it could potentially be dangerous depending on what state of mind he's in.
Yes, which, considering everything that is going on with his mind at the moment, as I looked in, it is a bit of a maelstrom.
If you have any kind of, I don't know, amulets or whatever to keep you safe, you'll probably want to use it before doing this. Also, hello, she kind of waves to Rella. You'll also probably want to make sure you're ready and prepared. Maybe not do it now, maybe, get a bunch of people together, get some beds.
Yes, it is. Definitely seems like a ritual.
Yeah.
And I agree.
The dream space, I'm sure you've noticed, is weird. Mental demons can become literal. And I do not know what he is going through.
Okay.
You do not wish to know, though you will probably become intimately acquainted once we have begun. Well, alright. In that case, we shall do this tonight. We will gather allies, prepare.
Yeah, sleep over.
Yes, buy the necessary reagents, things like
To lock it away, right?
Yes, we are going to be we're basically patching it at the moment, and afterwards we will sort this out thoroughly.
Why can't you just do it now?
Did you not just hear what Mullen said?
Yes,
This will
going
take preparation to do the patch.
Okay.
The patch is going to be as dangerous, if not more. We are shoving everything that is clouding his mind into a corner and putting it in a box.
Out of character, this is a safer method for doing it for the actual dream. Safer in the sense that it's less likely to break his mind, though yes, you will be likely facing whatever he is actually facing.
Wait, so you're actually just gonna go?
Yes. We are taking the wild animal that is the thoughts that are clouding his mind and shoving it in a cage and putting it under a lock for now.
Okay, alright. I heard part of that explanation, and I'm not sure you want me on that expedition.
No, I was not going to have you. I will be honest, Aaron, I am looking for those with the most fortified minds I can find.
I was more referencing like the internal demons become literal demons, and so yeah, that's not.
Yes, that as well.
Yeah,
that is.
I can't.
Those are. Yes. Do not worry. You shall not be needed for that.
Okay, I'll go make beds, I guess.
Yes, that would be appreciated.
I suppose in the meantime, I don't know if you have any prep you need to do, but I do have a few tests I want to run.
There are things that I'll need to do, as well as materials I need to procure, including psychically psychically charged items, that sort of thing.
Okay, so no experiments I can run?
No,
Okay.
not today.
Okay. I think this is where we're going to draw session to a close with potentially next time fucking going full. I don't know, is there a cultural reference we can make here? I don't watch enough television to know if.
It's
Yeah, Inception.
Inception, literally.
Which we've already referenced once today, so why not?
Yes.
Sure. Well, also technically, I know you said you didn't necessarily want Aaron along, but there's nothing stopping as many of you from going inside your dream as possible.
True. I will likely be potentially gathering our very mentally strong friends.
I feel like some of us are less good options unless inside this mental landscape you want us to physically beat something up.
Some of you will be very interesting options.
I have good mental scores and a good will save, so I'm not a bad option.
She's definitely a good option. Oddly enough, I am also thinking Ipos.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring Erin personally because
I
she
mean, at
literally
least-
has the drawback helpless.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, at least Ipos actually has a base will save that's good.
Yeah, Ipos also has force of personality. Like, charisma is an incredibly powerful stat in the dreamscape.
Yeah, but the problem with Ipos is like
Yeah.
having him unfettered inside of someone's mind, able to affect it directly with his force of personality, is just...
Nothing will possibly go wrong. Also, who the hell said Ipos had goodwill? He's got +3.
I wasn't going off the will, I was going off of your charisma.
Charisma is typically
I have
useful
no
on
doubt in my mind Ipos would be, a force to be reckoned with in a mindscape. The problem I see with Ipos is that it would basically just be a rolling lightning storm.
Yeah, which
I
is what I was
worry
hoping
about
that Silas would be able
Ipos'
to help control a little bit.
Yeah, no, I worry about Ipos' self-control in this regard.
Ipos can be incredibly self-controlled when he wants to be. He just doesn't often want to be.
That's
Yes,
the
and
problem.
I hope to be able to help get that, as well as kind of work on building a bit more of a rapport with Ipos.
Oh.
I mean,
Also,
you will have to drag him away from Puppers for this.
Yeah, which
done during
that's
the night time, probably.
But Puppers, he might have night terrors and need Ipos there.
There's also technically nothing stopping you from just sleeping with a dog and going in.
That sounds incredibly weird,
That
but
sounds
I see
incredibly
where
bad.
you're coming from with that.
Okay, you could stay in the general area, go to sleep, and still end up in the dream.
Yeah, like it took me a second to get there, but as soon as everyone else started saying, I'm like, oh
that kind
no.
of druid.
Fucking druids, man, they're weird.
Well, the main issue I'm seeing is if you're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna bring Aaron or Wolf," makes it a bit awkward in leaving people out, unless. And technically, there is the option, because Bigby, if Silas is going to be doing this, you're certainly going to attract the attention of one particular person of your friends.
I hope it's not the friend that we now have.
It is.
You mean voice?
Oh no, not him.
No, as meaning Arfusa.
Oh yes. Oh no, absolutely no.
Fucking
Silas
dream
was going to go straight to her as well because he's going to Mullen because she's good at fixing mental problems. Aristutha is his tutor for dream stuff. Silas has a respect for people that he knows are superior to him, even if he won't admit it.
Plus, Ash would want to go along for one other reason. You remember how I basically, everyone convinced me to feed Dominic what was essentially part of my patron? I'm not 100% convinced that this isn't a side effect of that. There is a distinct possibility he comes out of this process with witch levels.
Well, then yes. Then yes. Feel free. Silas will probably be asking you. And again, you are also one of the most mentally fortified of us. So yay, 2 birds, 1 stone.
I'll go make some tea. and maybe a punch.
I have to think about it, because I'm sure, yeah, I can think of something. The main thing I will say is next week's session will be a very good opportunity for you to, since you're kind of going into the mind of someone directly affected by the Mother Assist, maybe think of questions that you'd potentially want to ask, not necessarily a person, but in general about the scenario. Because I'll tell you, there will be chances for you to find stuff out like that. This will be interesting. Never done dream stuff before.
Another case where Celia would have been better than Neopos in so many ways.
Celia?
Also, by the way, I hope you guys appreciate all the boat gifts.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
did see them all,
They're
yes.
great.
Drifting. Silver sort of like.
Boat drifting, some land boats.
Now you just need to get like a very big bag of holding so you can take the boat with you wherever you go.
Yeah. Can I just talk to the whiny man-child for a second? If not,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
Silas is right there.
That's true.
Ow.
Yes, you kind of need Silas for that.
I
so-
do. That's why I'm more asking you.
No.
No.
Main
No,
issue
especially
is
not whenever Silas now needs to mentally prepare himself to directly fix someone's mind later.
Fine.
the main issue with that cycling is basically you haven't really done anything from his front as far as he's aware, so he
That's fair.
doesn't really care to talk to you
No, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Never mind.
unless you have a way of making him listen. But
Well, I do, but you need to solve that Dominic situation first.